Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Sorry you're looking at my bed sheets. I'm going to be showing you the crochet projects I've been working on, my whips that I've been trying to make some progress and or get done. So I think I have about maybe 3 or 4 blankets and some small ones that I have started. Yes, I'm still starting new projects even though I'm trying to get other projects finished. It's just a bad habit when it comes to crochet for me, and maybe a lot of other crochet and other knitters also. We have just tons and tons and tons of whips, and we still start new ones. So here is the first one. Hangs off the bed. So we got all this going on. So this is the basket weave stitch. In the colorway Vegas. The colors come in a set. So they have a striping color, and then they have 3 other colors that match the stripes that are in the striped yarn. So I've been alternating them. I just finished this red row, this neon red row last night. So next will be a striping row. This is how far I got. It was pretty small when I had moved from the apartment to grandma's. We were about halfway, like here, and I got the rest of this done within the last 2 weeks. It just gets a little tedious because you're doing a front post, then back post. You're going front and then back, front and then back. So you're alternating. So it gets a little tedious after a while, but I honestly can't wait for this blanket to be done and I can use it. I did make it really wide because I like to tuck my arms. So I love it so far. I'm loving the amount of progress I've made on it. I think I'm doing really good. I'm going to be working on this after this video. It's something I want to work on right now. But I'm going to pause you and get the next blanket. Here's the next one. If you guys remember when I started this one, this is a blanket for Julio. Yes, it is big so far. And you know what? It covers me, but he's taller than me. And so it wraps around his feet. And comes up his body and it stops about before his neck, maybe before his shoulders, even like right mid-center chest. So I still have a while to go. I don't have any more of this color, this striping color. It was discontinued. I don't even think they make it anymore. I looked everywhere for it. It's Bernat Blanket Fleece Finer in the color Zebra. I can't find it anywhere. I wish I could add more to his blanket, but this was sadly the last couple rows. Now I'm adding this heather gray color, a couple rows of that. It's a mismatch, a mishmash of colors. I did some black and white stripes, some black again, and then now I'm adding the heather. I'm going to add about 2 rolls of the heather. I'm not sure if I'm going to add any more black and white. I may not. Sometimes my blankets don't make any sense. They don't have any direction to go in. I just do what I feel. But yeah, this is how this is turning out. If you guys remember at the apartment, I only had this square done. And some of this black and white outline. A lot of this I got done when I got to grandma's house. So yeah, you guys, it's just a lot. It's a lot. Sorry. Here's the yarn I'm using now. It's like a heather color. Okay, let me pause and let me get the next blanket. Okay, who remembers this one? Yes, my 3D flower petal blanket, which I am doing in rainbow. How to get more balls of yarn. I started running low. If you don't remember anything about this blanket, what I told you, I have to crochet each petal and connect them. They're all connected, but you make individual petals. Yes, another time consuming. Since I've been at grandma's, I believe I have gotten the green, the yellow, the orange, and the red done. Rows, these rows right here. All this was at the apartment. I kind of just stopped because after a while it gets so tedious and I have to just walk away from it. I got to go back to it and start a purple row. So yeah, I think it looks great so far. It's supposed to go on my couch in my living room in the basement. It's not meant necessarily, I don't think, meant to keep you really warm. Here's the opposite side. Looks just as pretty on the opposite side. So yes, this is the 3D flower petal blanket. If you know how to do a granny square, a basic granny square, if you go into this tutorial, then you should give or take grasp the concept. It's the same concept as a granny square. You're doubling up on the corners, singles on the rows. It's really pretty. I love it. It's something different. This was definitely a challenge for me. And challenge accepted. I love it. Now I have to work on it some more. Hold, please. Okay, here's something I recently started. I got about 10 balls of this on sale from Lion Brand. No, not Lion Brand. Mary Maxim. This place. And this is what the ball yarn looks like. It's just striped black and white. And I figured I would do a whole solid blanket striped black and white. I did order more yarn because I wasn't sure if 10 balls would be enough. So I think I ordered another 4 or 5. But this is how far I got. This is a ball, one whole ball. And this is the second ball that I'm working on. So this is about how much one ball gets you so far. Granted, there's maybe 2 or 3 rows from the second. But yeah, here's this start. I just love simple. I like simple blankets to go around and around and around and around. It's just easier. Unlike this blanket where I'm going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, it's not terrible either. But this is very time consuming. This is a granny square. This is not too bad. Okay, this is another start, you guys. This is supposed to be a springtime blanket made out of the new Bernat Forever Fleece Finest. This is like the one that got discontinued on Julio's blanket, but this is just a little bit finer. It's a thinner yarn, but I love it. It's super, super soft. It's like a fleecy soft. So I'm going to finish up this row of yellow right here and then pick one of these colors to go next. All these colors are going in the blanket. It's going to be like a spring blanket. I mean, I have till June, well, to the end of May to finish it in order for it to be considered a spring blanket. But yes, these are very large balls of yarn. I only bought 4 of them so far because I figured maybe I'd get almost a whole blanket out of them. Yeah, there's 888 yards. It's a 9.9 ounce ball of yarn. So maybe I might not have to buy more than these four balls of yarn. But yeah, that's the spring blanket I am working on. Let's show you the next. Here's another one I had started. This one is by a new ball of yarn that came out after the Christmas season at Michael's. Karen Coconut Cakes. See, it has a little like flakes on it. This is cotton yarn, and I know it's mixed with something else. I think that makes up the little flakies. But I love this yarn, but it's just very, very thin considering that they're calling it a 4-weight. It's just very, very thin. I probably would have, if they weren't so pricey, I would have bought double the amount of yarn to double up. But just another basic granny square blanket. I'm making this one for my sister. It's a summer blanket since it's cotton. It's a lot lighter, a lot thinner, more drapey. So yeah, and it's a really pretty color. I also bought this in pink and white for myself to either make a cardigan or a blanket. This is a baby blanket I'm working on for my mom's friend. You know, all those baby clothes and blankets I'm working on, you guys. Well, this is the first baby blanket. I don't know if it, my mom told me it wasn't too holey. I thought it was too holey for a baby, but they do live in Florida, so I don't know. But a lot of the baby blanket patterns had a lot of holes, like lacy look to them. This is the color and the yarn I'm using for the blanket. It's very, very soft, and it's a little bit on the thinner side. You have to use a smaller hook. This, I'm using a 4.5. This is as far as I got on it. I only have to go up to a certain measurement, and then I could stop because you don't make baby blankets very large. Okay, and if you guys remember this one, this is the one I originally started when I originally started crocheting again after having crocheting for quite some time. This is the pink and black blanket I'm making for my bed with the shell stitch. A lot of work. A big yarn eater. Eats a lot of yarn. See, I'm working on a row right now, new shells. It's really pretty. I do have to add some more black. I tried, they didn't have this in the smaller ball yarn, so I picked up this gigantic ball. In the camera it looks pretty similar. It might be a little bit lighter, but I don't think I'm gonna get exactly the same. But this is a 1 pound ball, so I picked that up. Currently on this color, the variegated yarn. I mean, this is as far as I got for my own blanket. I'm probably farther along with the basket weave because I just keep working on that a little bit every night. But I really need to work on this a little bit more. So, and I definitely got to start sewing in some ends. Here's a new one I started last night. Yes, I started a new one last night. I got new yarn in. I got some yarn for sale at lionbrand.com. Was 3 balls of yarn for 12 bucks. I don't think that's really bad at all. So I had bought this hot pink and white and light pink one, and then I bought like a baby pink one, which I'll show you. So I bought these 2 colors. I bought 3 each. I only paid maybe like $24 or so. Not too bad. I'm gonna alternate them. So I'm gonna try to finish off most of the square of the hot pink. And then I'm going to go and do a ball of the light pink and then go back to the hot pink and then go back to the light pink. So, here's some new yarn I'm trying out. This is called Nap Time. I think this is by Lion Brand. It is a velvet yarn. It's very, very thin. They say it's a 4 weight, but it's like 3. And I figure I can make a little blanket out of it. I'm alternating between these 2 colors, baby pink and aqua, teal, whatever you want to call it. It is a little bit more on the flimsier side because it is velvet, but I figured I'd test it out and try it. It's new to the craft store. So far okay. It's really, really soft, and I love the texture. The other thing I've been working on and making is scrunchies. This one has to be, the ends have to be sewn in. But yeah, I've been doing a lot of scrunchies. I send them to some of the people I send Happy Mail to. I try to send colors that I haven't sent yet. So some of you who I usually send Happy Mail to, you'll probably be getting some scrunchies from me sooner or later. Yeah, this is a black sparkly one. I ran out of the black. I think I have to get more, but they have a pink sparkly one. They had red, and this is the Juicy Couture velvet velour yarn. They also have a silver sparkly one. They had blue. This blue is pretty. And then they also came out with new colors, which I picked up yesterday. So, safety yellow. I love this neon yellow. A sparkly blue, blue crush. Look how beautiful that is compared to that color. Then they came out with pastel lilac with sparkles. Then they came out tint of mint, also with sparkles. And they came out with electric violet, like a neon violet. And this also has sparkles in it. So more scrunchies to come. Really excited to see these, how they're made into scrunchies. These new ones are really, really beautiful, as you can see. Then I also have here's the nap time yarn that I was telling you guys about. So I'm doing it in these two colors, the blanket. So yeah, you guys, so that's about it. Those are all my whips, my crochet whips. I have tons more in the basement, but I've only picked and choose a couple to work on right now. Because if I just bring them all up here, I'm going to be in the same predicament, and I'm not going to get any work done. So if I only work on the same few, even including the new ones, I'm more likely to get some more progress done. So I hope you enjoyed seeing my crochet whips. Sorry there hasn't been no diamond painting whips. I'm not in the mood to diamond paint and sit at the desk, and I don't know. I'm not in the mood to diamond paint lately. So I do have some diamond paintings to show you guys that I got from AliExpress. I've been waiting for them all to come in. I placed in 2 or 3 separate orders, but I'm waiting for them all to come in, and then I'll do them in probably part 1 and part 2. But yeah, here's Gage. All my babies are up. Always in my yarn bag. But yeah, if you are enjoying the content, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're if you are returning subscriber, thank you for your continued support. And without further ado, I hope you guys have a wonderful day or night wherever you are, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye, guys.